What is up, design family, and welcome back to another episode of Fit Design TV. So glad to have you guys back on the channel. On today's episode, I want to answer another pressing question that I often get from people that are just looking to get into their brand, or they've launched a mini starting collection and they're wondering, Shadi, should I show my face as the owner of the brand, as the creator of the brand? What are the benefits? I'm scared to show my face. I think my voice sounds awkward. I don't think I have a particularly interesting personality. So I don't want to show my face. I'm embarrassed to show my face. Well, on this episode, I'll be answering the age-old question. Should you showcase yourself as the face of your brand? And if so, or if not, why? Welcome to Fit Design TV. Are you interested in sports fashion, design, and manufacturing? Are you establishing your own brand? You're looking good. Anthony, how are we doing? Do you want to? Thank you. Well, you've come to the right place. Lights, camera, action. The first key point that I want to start off by identifying is that really no one is going to have the same identity as you, the same personality as you, the same likes and dislikes as you, right? For that person that you have in mind to be like the identical person or your twin, that's not going to happen. So you're always going to have differences between you and your followers. That's fine. What you want to do is you want to bring a fresh take on an age-old question. So if you're the designer of a sports or a brand, or if you're a small entrepreneur out of Houston, Texas, or out of Maryland, or out of Portland, what is the unique, fresh flavor that you bring to the mix? Your mixture of likes, dislikes, your personality, your hobbies, your background, all of this creates a unique story that only you can emulate. Please understand that there is a power within your authenticity and your uniqueness to bring something new to the table, and you never know who you might be able to touch. The second most important reason when it comes to why you should actually showcase your face, right? Why you should actually show yourself as the creator of your brand is that you want to have the flexibility to create content on what it's like to run the day-to-day operations of a brand. I've mentioned this in previous episodes before, but brands have become a lot more humanized. They've gone from being these large entity-like structures where you don't really know who the face of the brand is. You have ambassadors, you have a lot of these actors that showcase themselves as part of the brand, but really you don't know who is in charge. These smaller brands, especially in your case, you have the opportunity to create a sense of authenticity, a one-to-one connection with your customers, and to connect with them on a scale and at a level that other much larger brands cannot. So when you show your face as the owner of the brand, this opens up a lot of opportunities for you to create content, whether it's Instagram stories, taking people through your day-to-day trials and tribulations of running and setting up a small brand, whether it's a YouTube channel where you educate people, such as what I'm doing right now, on how to start their own brand or what it's like running your own brand, whether it's on TikTok, creating engaging, funny clips that are meant to captivate and entertain your audience. When you show yourself as the face of your brand, you open up all of these opportunities that were previously locked. Number 3 is that when you actually take the risk and you go ahead and show your face as the face of your brand, you now have the opportunity to take off that mask, right? You've been hiding behind your screen, you've been hiding behind your phone, and actually showcase your authentic self. At the end of the day, you are going through a tremendous amount of effort to bring this brand to life. So probably you're someone worth listening to. You're someone worth tuning into. I know it may not seem like this, especially when you haven't created a single piece of content, or maybe others have put you down all your life telling you that, no, you're not that interesting, or it's a bit too risky, or what will others say? Well, now take off your mask. Show who you actually are to the world. What you're creating as a brand is an authentic representation of yourself. So if you believe that people are going to buy into this brand, so why would they not buy into the person that created this brand? Be authentic, be unique. When you are unique and you are yourself, you offer the world a gift. You offer the world a gift that only you as person XYZ can actually offer. Believe in yourself enough to believe in the value of the gift. Moving on, and this is extremely important, is that if your brand is lodged into a specific lifestyle or a specific niche in the industry, well, you owe it to yourself and to your potential followers to actually showcase yourself in that lifestyle. I'll give you guys a very clear example. Alphalete was started by a very well-known YouTuber called Christian Guzman. Christian started off by telling his story to the world, and then he created his sports performance brand. Imagine this was vice versa. Imagine he was not well known and he created the sports performance brand, but in reality, the lifestyle that he was living was actually one that was 110% attuned to the brand that he was creating. It would have been a massive missed opportunity to actually provide authenticity and sort of a respectability to his brand by showcasing that not only is his brand about this, but he lives what he preaches, right? You're adding a sense of actual been there, done that you wouldn't be able to do if you weren't actually in the front lines, showing yourself, showing your day-to-day, and showing people that you are exactly about what you preach you are about. The last and probably most important point as to why you should definitely show your face as the face of your brand is that you now have the opportunity to connect emotionally with your customers. I've outlined this multiple times on this channel. Too many people are robotic with the way that they believe that they should engage as a fashion brand. Sure, you need to have tactics, you need to have a strategy, you need to know your numbers, you need to go after everything in a very methodical way, but this does not mean to remove the humanity out of what you're doing. At the end of the day, when you show your face, people will respond much better to a face that they can relate to, that they can put a name to, that they can actually see in front of them. And this is going to allow people to feel themselves as being closer to your brand, more in tune with your brand, right? When you spark someone's emotion, you're able to create a connection with them that is going to get them to buy into whatever it is you're selling, whether it's a t-shirt or a product or a hat. At the end of the day, people want to connect with people that they look up to and they see a little bit of themselves in. So when you show your face, you're able to open up that emotional connection to get people to buy into what you're selling. Well guys, that is it. That is a wrap on this episode. By the end of this episode, you should have a much better understanding of why you should actually show your face as the leader of your brand, the creator of your brand. Be proud of what you created. Get over the fact that being shy in front of the camera is something that we all have to deal with. If you look back at my first episode, it was the most awkward experience of my entire life. Honestly, the fact that I was sitting in front of a camera and I had the mic on, it's like everything that was in my head completely disappeared. And now look at me. Sure, I may not be where I want to be, but I'm a hell of a lot farther than I once was. And this comes with trial and error repetition. It comes with getting outside of my head and telling myself that what I have to say is worth listening to, and so should you. Guys, from the very bottom of my heart, thank you so much to anyone who listens and tunes into these episodes, all 300 of you. Until next time, stay awesome.